Yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy Chris back at it again with another video for you guys. Had to do another voiceover because once again the audio on this is crazy. So I'm gonna do a real Yami noob style. Shout out to Yami. Shout out to all the Motovlog YouTubers out there. This is gonna be a dope ass story time that I'm gonna tell. So this story time is way back when your boy was living out in New York, Brooklyn to be exact. I was on the track team. If y'all know some fun fact about me, I used to run track and field in high school and college. I believe this story was back when I was in high school. Yes. I'm a little fuzzy on if it was indoor season or outdoor season or like cross country or whatever. I think it was an outdoor meet because I'm pretty sure it was nice outside considering I was walking outside and had a bandana on. So I'm going to assume it was still nice. So it could have been cross country like before it got cold in September right after Labor Day also. But I was wearing my Beijing flag. If y'all don't know, Beijing is like Barbados. So if you from, it's a Caribbean island located not too far from Trinidad in South America. So big ups to my Caribbean people out there. So I had my bandana, roll. Like I was a big fan back then of like Dipset, of course, and Joel Santana was like my favorite member on that. So I had it rolled up like I was Santana. I was just cruising down the street. So I lived by the Brooklyn College, and it's the last stop to Junction on the 2 train. So I live a little ways from there, so I had to hop on the bus usually. But usually when you get on the bus over there, it usually takes a little while. So sometimes I just like to walk, and when you have a long train ride, and on the MTA trains you don't have phone signals. So I think I was like on the phone with like maybe like one of my cousins or like a girl I was talking to at the time. And it was just good conversation. And back then, I had this real dope studio beats. It was like the Yao Ming beats. Oh man, they were fire. I used to get compliments on it all the time. I think I sold them actually, but yeah, I had the red. They were like red and gold, and they had like Yao Ming's signature or something like that, or his logo or something like that. It was fire. And that was when Beats by Dre was real popular too. So yeah, I had those on and had those over in my head while I was like on the phone. So I was just talking on the phone with those big studio headphones. And so I'm walking down the street, talking. And you gotta have situational awareness when you walking in New York and stuff. So I already peeped some rough looking dudes like across the street from me, maybe like a couple blocks back. And I feel like I heard like yelling or something behind me. So, somehow I just, ended the conversation on the phone. So I could kind of, I was just like, hey, blase, let me call you back when I get to the crib or whatever. So I take the headphones off. Now, and like I turn around, I see like a mob. It must have maybe like 6 or 7 dudes, like maybe like 20 to 30 feet behind me. And they're like Europe, you hear that Europe. So I'm looking at them like, yo, do I know them? Like, nah, I didn't recognize none of them. No, they don't look like anybody I would associate with. And where I live, there's like a couple different projects around me. So there's like the Glenwood projects and the Vanderveer projects. So like I'm living in between those, but my neighborhood is pretty nice. Like it's like suburban, but it's one of those neighborhoods you go a couple blocks one way or other way, shit changes, you feel me? So so I'm just walking, they're like Europe. So in New York, you already know the tall tale signs. If anybody's like Europe, yo, come here, yo, what size sneakers you wearing, anything like that, like you're bugging. You got to get out of there. So, like you gonna get robbed. Like they trying to rob you or beat you up, snuff you, whatever. So he hit me with the yo, come here, like a real aggressive, like come here, like hey yo, come here. So I'm like, nah. And then the shortest one in the group, he was standing in the front, and he was just kind of like trying to run up on me a little bit. And I'm like, bro, okay, so just to give you an idea of what else I had on like my running shoes still. I had on my running shoes. My uniform was all blue. And, the Beijing flag is blue and yellow. So I don't know if they thought I was like cripping or something. I don't know what they thought. Or maybe they were blood. I don't know what the deal with them were. But so whatever the reason why they picked me that day is beknownst to me. So he starts running up on me. I'm looking at him like, bro, you really think you about to catch me right now? I'm in like full jogging stuff. Like I'm ready to go. So like, adrenaline kicks in. So, I'm not about to sit there and fight these fools. Like I'm going to get washed. So I duck down a block. I'm weaving in between cars. I'm sprinting. At this point. And, I'm ducking behind like neighborhoods, like houses. And like, obviously they're not catching me, son. So, but, I just had to be sure like nobody was like in a whip. Like nobody was about to jump in a car and try to follow me or whatever. Like I didn't really know who was with them and like how many of them were there. At this point, I'm running for my life and not to get beat up. Like at this point in high school, I had a couple of my teammates and friends and stuff get jumped and whatever, had to go to the hospital. So I wasn't trying to be that kid. So sprinting through there. I don't see nobody behind me no more. So I'm taking the long route back home now. So I'm like going like 3 blocks out away from my house just to make sure nobody's following me. I'm looking over my shoulder, all that. And then I take the long way home. I make it home safely. And I'm just like, damn, I really almost got beat up. Like I could have got beat up just now. So at that point, I'm just praising Allah, praising the Lord that I made it home safely. And I made it to see another day. And, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Like I said, situational awareness. And, when you in public, don't make sure you have your head on the swivel, pay attention to your environment. If you're going to have headphones in or the, Apple AirPods in, don't have your music too loud so you can still hear what's going on around you. Because anything can happen, y'all. And, I could have been, you don't know if they were planning on killing somebody, stabbing me. You don't know what. So, I just thank God for, him watching over me and keeping me safe that day. Or else I wouldn't be here telling y'all this story. All right. Appreciate y'all. Well, that's the story, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And once again, this your boy, Chris. Back with story time, and I'm out. Nice.